Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Vintage Inspirations. I'm Tanya, especially if you're new here, my new subscribers. I have a lot of new subscribers. I'm so grateful. God bless you for subscribing to my channel. That makes me feel so acknowledged. I'm so grateful because I work so hard to do these videos. It's not easy at all. And if you have to do them every day, all day, it's like it consumes your life. So what I do to help my channel grow, I load videos into YouTube ahead of time, so I'm not pressed for time or to post a video. Like my friend, she's just started YouTube. Well, she's not really a friend. I just met her at the thrift store. She just started YouTube, and she can't keep up. And I said, well, remember I told you to do at least a week or two videos before you even start your channel so you can upload those into YouTube. It's amazing. YouTube has an area where you can upload videos and you post the date, and then that day it will post. Yeah. So it's that simple. So she was like, oh, okay. So she was like posting the day, videotaping that day and then posting it for the next morning. I'm like, no, that's too much pressure. Yeah. So that's a tip for anybody who wants to start a YouTube channel. I suggest if you're at home, especially with disabilities like me, start a YouTube channel. It's not that hard. I think what's really hard for me is the thrifting, because I'm in pain with the walking and standing like that and bending it up and down. So I'm in a lot of pain. So I just take my ibuprofen, my icy hot. I rub it all on my pelvic area, my thighs, my arms, my back, neck, and before I go out. And that helps. It really, really helps. Because without that, I couldn't manage. Especially when I'm doing 2 videos in a day, the Goodwill and the Salvation Army. Yeah, that puts me in a lot of pain. But the good thing is that I'm not pressed for time because I have videos in there. So when I do go thrifting, I can relax and, take my time. I'm not like rushing trying to get the video posted. So that's a huge tip. But anyway, today we're doing, sorry, I just wanted to say, thanks for all the support. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. My channel's actually growing. Sometimes it stays still, but that's okay because people are still watching my videos. So even if I don't get subscribers, my watch hours are building, because you have to build your watch hours and you have to build your subscribers. It's a combination. It's not just one. And I'm sure you see commercials and ads during my videos. I'm not monetized. To be monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I'm not nowhere near that, and you can check. So yeah. And I also do accept donations. My Cash App handle is in my description. When you read my description under my video, if you click read more, if you click that, it'll pop up in there. My email address is in there, my Cash App handle, and the link to my channel as well if you want to share with a friend or family member or a stranger. Okay, but today we're doing a cooking tutorial. You can tell I have my bonnet on, and these bonnets are excellent. If you don't have any, go grab some. It's so easy. You don't normally have to fold your scarf and then tie it in the front if it's long and it always too tight. That, I don't know, for me, that tie, that when you put the tie in, it always gave me like a headache and I have to move it and shift it around. But these are amazing. You just slide them on, tuck your hair under. They are excellent. They're so durable. They come in all fashion, colors, designs, styles. There's a few different designs. Some have bows, some have little crinkle things. They're amazing. I got mine from the beauty supply store, but you can get them online. I know Amazon carries them, and any other channel. I'm sure Temu. Yeah, Temu. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. It's Temu. I'm sure they have some as well. I haven't shopped on Temu yet. Yeah, I'm just not into it. They don't have vintage, and so it's not my thing. Yeah. That's a great idea to start a vintage selling channel. That would be great. Um, Well, and then you would have all those collectors, chiming in, shopping, yeah. But they have similar, but not something as popular as Temu. Temu just blew up. They're amazing. Like I said, I have not bought anything from there. I want to. They have a few little kitchen items I want to get, little kitchen gadgets, yeah, for your sink and cutting boards and stuff like that. But anyway, today we're doing smothered turkey chops. Originally smothered pork chops. Turkey's just a leaner, healthier, substitution. If you want to do your pork chops, go right ahead. If my son was home, I would have to do probably pork chop because I don't think he likes turkey chops. Well, yeah, he'll eat them, yeah. But I'd have to fry him some pork chop on the side, yeah. I just might do that when he comes home because I know he hasn't had one in years. So let me, this is my beautiful thrifted dress that I thrifted about maybe 8 or 9 thrifting videos back. It's a beautiful little dress. So cute. Like little shiny thing. It's kind of like Asian inspired. That's why I bought it. Because, Asian things are in style. Yeah, it's so cute. It has these cute little ruffles. I love this vintage ruffle design. I just love it with the gold and the black. Those tones, like kind of like animal print Asian style. I just love it. Okay, so let's get into the haul. And I hope everybody's doing well. And for my new subscribers, please don't forget to comment, like, and share. Thank you so much. Okay. But I need to push it down just a bit right here because you can't see my sweet potatoes. Push it down. Okay, that might do it. All right. All right, so let's get started. Let me get a better shot. I do apologize. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, maybe I could zoom in a bit too. Even though I use this camera all the time, I'm still not a pro at it. And then I have cheap appliances, well, electronics, yeah. So the better electronics you have, the easier it is. Okay, so instead of doing normally when you do smothered pork chops, you use baked potatoes, but potatoes are really starchy and I can't digest them, so I have a lot of issues with that. So I'm going to substitute with some sweet potato. And so we have butter. There's the turkey chops. And your store should sell chicken chops or turkey. They call them cutlets, or in my store they call them turkey chops. I mean, they're just perfect. It's better even if you can find the turkey chops with the bone in because that's where that flavor comes from. But they didn't have them, so that's what I got. This is the flour. And then I have, of course, I bought some pork gravy though. I had to because I want to bring some of that flavor. So, and then I have some olive oil. We have an onion. We have a garlic. And then I'm going to add some okra because normally you do like string beans or some collard greens. I'm going to do okra. And then I have some of those bonnet peppers. And then, of course, I have some leeks left. I got one piece of leek left, so I have my beautiful leeks. And this is normally I think you normally just put onion and garlic in smothered pork chops. So I'm just incorporating some healthy ingredients. And these are not spicy. You just take out the seed and the stem. This is not spicy. It has a delicious taste. And people shy away from these because they think they're spicy, but they're not spicy. It's when you leave those seeds in it that makes it spicy. And then I have some spice rub. I have paprika, some red pepper flakes, some black pepper, a pinch of salt, some garlic, some onion powder. What else did I put in here? I put something else in here. I'm trying to see it. Some peppercorns, and I think that's it. Okay, garlic powder. Did I say that? Okay. So these are the ingredients. So let's go over to we got to cut our veggies up first and then we'll go to the stove. Okay, so push my sleeves up a bit and excuse my nail polish. There's no need to do my nails because I'm going to be cooking, so I'm going to do them afterwards for my next video. Yeah, I was cleaning, so that's why they look awful. So I guess we'll start with the leeks. We'll cut up some leeks first. So what I did do is I put the chops in the refrigerator and I got the sweet potatoes boiling. Now if you have a microwave, you can just pop them in there and just steam them up. Or if you want to put them in your oven and bake them, that's fine. But I don't have a microwave, something that I don't use. I'm not sure why. I prefer not to use it, But so I'm gonna boil mine. Yeah. So those are boiling now. I should have had them boiling all along. I don't know what I was thinking, because that takes some time. And I'm going to do a small dice on these. I'm using a small paring knife. You don't always have to use a big knife when you're chopping vegetables. This is easier to hold and manage. But I do have a larger knife because I'll need that for the onion and to smash my garlic. Yeah. And the original recipe is onions, garlic, I believe. That's the original recipe for smothered pork chops. Yeah, that should be enough. And I really wanted it a little smaller too. Let me chop some of them up. See, like some things you need a bigger knife. It helps, pop them out and smash them up. And I love garlic, so I'm going to be adding a lot. In fact, I should have bought some chopped garlic too. It's good to use chopped garlic and this, because then you can do less chopping, but you still have some fresh. Because the stuff that's chopped, of course, is processed. So you have to keep that in mind. I never just like to use just chopped. I have to mix it with some fresh too. Okay. And for my new subscribers, you could just give it a whack and the skin comes right off. It's such an easy process. A lot of people shy from garlic because they don't want to peel it, but it comes right off. I think a piece fell too. Yeah, sometimes when you're smashing, stuff flies. So I'll get that when I'm done because I don't want to dirty my hands. And that's a tip. When you're cooking or prepping your food, when something falls, don't grab it right then because then your hands get contaminated. And normally what happens is you pick up a piece of hair and then you don't even notice it. And then it gets blended in with whatever you're chopping. So you see how easy it comes off? There's a little rotten piece in there. You see that? All you just do is cut around it. And it's even good to leave a little skin in here. Because I feel like the flavor is actually in the skin. So I never try to peel it all off, to be honest. Okay. See, I'm going to leave that skin. That's kind of too much. It's kind of double. Yeah, you don't want a lot. And then we're going to give this a chop. And how you chop is you just go left to right. It's not hard. The only thing is, let me check my sweet potatoes. Look like it's boiling over. Be right back. Oh, okay. See? I don't know if you can see it. So the thing with chopping is, of course, when you first do it, you're kind of awkward, but the more you do it, it just becomes so easy. Okay. I need to get a plate. I think I'll have enough room. I always do my onions last because that aroma gets in your eyes. So you have to pop the stem out. Do not cook that. It's very spicy. And then you just cut it open and remove the seeds. See that? It's a membrane is what it is. See those seeds? You just cut the whole thing out. I'm going to toss it in the trash. And it's really good to have a small knife for this process, that paring knife. And you know, you might want to leave 1 or 2 seeds for a little bit of spice. So last time I placed the order, they gave me all green peppers. This time they gave me all orange. Shouldn't they have like just different colors at one time? It's weird. You pop that stem out. See, there's the membrane. See that hole? You just cut that right on out. You don't want to cook that. Your mouth will be on fire. I mean, especially with something as light as turkey chops. Now, if you're doing like oxtail, well, yeah, you want to put that spicy in because you want to flavor your oxtail. So at that point, you would leave some of the membrane. You can still take some out, but you want to leave most of it in. Okay, and I think 2 peppers should be enough. And when you're working with these, you don't want to rub your eyes. You want to make sure you wash your hands really good. In fact, you could even wear gloves. And I'm going to do small dice again. Remember, we're going to be making smothered pork chops, so you're going to have a gravy. You don't want chunks of veggies in your gravy, so that's why I'm doing everything small dice. And you can use green pepper if you want, or you can just eliminate the pepper. I know a lot of people don't like spicy food. I love it spicy. Like, I can't cook without pepper. That's why I bought a whole bag this time so I don't run out. But they gave me a whole bag of orange peppers. I like the combination, the green, the yellow, the red. You know, these bonnet peppers, I think they're habanero peppers. They come in all colors. And they all have a little different flavor. Like, these are more on the sweet peppery side, you know, that red and orange family. Okay, now we're going to cut the onion. I normally just cut the end off like that. And then just give it a peel. I'm not going to be using, am I going to use the whole onion? I just might. You know, onions is kind of the star. The chops and the onion is kind of the star of this meal. But remember, I already have some leeks, and leek is in the onion family. You could use scallion also. So I'm going to do some large, thin slices. I think that's enough. Yeah. Okay, I don't have to cut my okra. I'm going to just cook them like that. Normally, I would cook these in the gravy mix with the chops, but since I'm doing a tutorial, I want the gravy separate, so I'm going to just cook those on the side in a saute pot with a little butter. And I just remember I need some extra garlic. Yeah, let me get some more garlic. I like to cook my okra with garlic. I'm glad I remembered now. Then I have to start all over once I walk away from this area. And I'll give a rough chop because I don't want to eat the garlic. I just want the flavor from the garlic. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands and then I'll meet you back I guess at the stove. All right. All right. Okay, so I have my chops. And I like the way they slice them nice and thin so you can cook them, really quick. Yeah, and then I have my flour and my seasoning. So I'm going to give this a little mix so everything get mixed up. In fact, I really didn't want the peppercorns in here. That was for the gravy, but it is what it is. Just slide those. You know what? They get on. Who cares? It's just pepper, right? But you don't want to bite into it. I guess it'll just fall off. And season to your taste. I have like a pinch of salt. Y'all know I don't like salty things. Okay, and give it a little pat. And then flip them over. And I was supposed to use my thongs, but it's too late now. You see, I have them right here. And I was supposed to use that, but it's okay. I did not want to wash my hands, but I'm going to have to. When you're dealing with poultry, which is turkey or chicken, you have to be careful. This season looks so pretty with the paprika. Or did I think I forgot to mention paprika. That was the other spice. I knew it was another one. With the paprika and the red pepper flakes. It looks so pretty. Okay, then give it a pat. I need a little bit more seasoning. These peppercorns are in the way. You want to season these up quite a bit because you're going to be kind of like, not frying, but kind of like a sear. And you got to have some flavor. Otherwise, they will come out tasting bland. Now, I'll be right back. Let me go wash my hands. You know what? Maybe I won't. I'll wash them after I do the flour technique. No. Oh, you know what? I didn't touch this hand. I'll use that hand to get the flour. Yeah, I didn't want to get it in the flour, but I didn't use that hand. So I'm going to put some flour in this bowl. And I always use a deep dish. You could use a brown paper bag. Whatever method works for you is what you do. I think that should be enough. Okay. And it's good too if you do this ahead of time and let the season sit in. But I don't like my season to sit in my turkey unless it's a whole turkey. Because you got to be careful with this type of meat. It's very light. So you don't want too much season, and you don't want the season to sit in too long. It'll be too over, you won't taste the meat itself. Yeah. This is not like oxtail. When you cook oxtail, you have to add a lot of season because you will they won't taste good because it's a real like a bison meat. So you have to season it up. It's more hearty. Yeah. So I'm just flouring these up and giving it a shake. And if you have somebody with you in the kitchen, go ahead and have them start the oil. I'm going to use a little oil. You can use any kind of oil you want. Grape oil, excuse me, corn oil, vegetable oil, olive oil. It doesn't matter what brand or what. I normally use vegetable oil, but I don't have any, and I really didn't want to buy any because I don't like to buy it because then I use it and it's really not healthy for you. It's high in saturated fats and cholesterol, so you have to be careful with that. Yeah. And these say chops, but they give you some little tiny slices as well. I guess you're making turkey fingers. I mean, those are really thin. If you want to deep fry these and put a lot of flour, go right ahead. Do what you want. It's your meal and it's your kitchen. I'm just doing a really light thin flour, and I'm not going to deep fry them. I'm going to sear them. Okay, let me go wash my hands. Wash this and I'll be right back. Remember, when you're dealing with poultry, which is chicken or turkey, you have to wash your hands properly. Don't forget. And everything else that you're using. Okay, let's zoom on in. I normally stop the camera, but I think I could manage this. Let's put the fire on. And I'm going to say kind of medium high. I'm going to add some oil. And you have to have a nice amount, you know. I hope I didn't put too much. Did I put too much? I might have put too much. Wait, is that too much? Oh, no, I think that'll be okay. I'm going to add some butter. And you're adding butter for flavor and for browning. Yeah. Here's our delicious chops right here on the side. That a good shot? Yeah, I guess it's a good shot. So I'm going to turn it up so it can heat up quicker. And let me get a fork so I can test my my sweet potatoes. See, they're boiling right here in this orange pot. No, they're not ready yet. I have a lot more time to go. I need to add a little bit more water. The water's coming out. And like I said, if you have a microwave, pop your sweet potato in the microwave. It's so much easier. This way that I'm doing it, it's time consuming. So everything else will be cooked and we'll still be waiting for those sweet potatoes. Okay, I think that's hot enough. The butter's cooking. Doesn't that look delicious already? And then I want to turn my heat back down just a bit. You don't want that high heat because you don't want them to brown so quickly. Because you want to cook them some. Let me see. Yeah, it's hot enough. When you hear that sizzling sound, don't overcrowd your pot because then they'll saute. They won't brown up. I'll put that little strip in there. I should have used my large cast iron pot, to be honest. I don't know why I didn't choose that because I could have got them all in there. And with that cast iron pot, it barely steams. It always fries. So I have this on medium high heat. Just remembered I needed a pan to put them in as they come out. And I used a lot of dish detergent because remember I just had that raw chicken in here with the flour. So nice and sparkling clean. Set that aside. And we'll put it back here. Let's see if we could turn these over. I'm not sure. A little bit more. And you don't want to cook them all the way because you want them to cook in that sauce. Oh yeah, I might as well talk about it now while we're waiting. So normally you could use flour for your gravy and like a cream. I just buy the gravy. It makes it so much easier, especially when you're making a video. But you can make your homemade gravy. After you fry this up, you take out some of the oil, you add your onion, then you let your onion caramelize, which we're going to do that step. Then you add some flour, you add your cream. And then that would be your gravy. And these tongs are really handy. My other one's broke, so I have these little ones. They came in a set of 2. So I need to really make a trip to Target. I'm gonna get there soon. I was trying to wait closer to spring because I want to pick up some spring items and I don't want to make 2 trips there. I'll be right back. I'm going to go take my smoke detector down because I don't want it to go off because we're frying. If you have a small house, you have to take your smoke detector out because it'll go off when you're cooking. Mostly when you're frying, you know. Oh yeah, these are getting nice and golden brown. That's what you want. Nice golden brown. It smells so delicious. You can smell those seasonings, the butter, that olive oil. Turn the fire up on high because it's kind of going a bit slow. So sometimes you can even cover it, you know. That's why I left the cover there. It's just like popping all over the place. Okay, going perfect now. So cook them on high heat, but start on a lower heat. I don't want that oil to burn, you know. It's so difficult. I'm going to adjust it and turn it down just a bit. I don't want that oil to burn. I don't like that black stuff on my turkey chops. And I'm going to go ahead and take this one out. See, nice golden brown. Beautiful. And I normally use less oil. I think I put a bit too much, but I didn't feel like pouring it out, so. So I'm kind of like deep frying, you might as well say. I wanted to sear them, but it's okay. If you notice, I never let one side cook all the way and then flip. It's best to sear the top, then flip it. This way the inside cooks evenly. Yeah, if you brown that bottom, the bottom is just sealing it. So when you flip it, the inside can't really cook because the other side's already sealed. So be careful with that. Remember, meat has to be cooked at certain temperatures, so you have to pay attention to that when you're preparing food. We're just about done with this. I turned it down because I don't want that bottom. We're going to use this to create our, build our seasonings and sauce. And I don't want it to be burnt. Even when I'm not doing like smothered, if I was just frying some chops, I don't like it to burn. I don't like that type of flavor. And how you check your sweet potatoes, you just push a fork in it. And if the fork slides in and out, that means the potato is tender and ready to eat. So I think this guy is done. We got one left. Okay, so once these burn up, I'm going to take them out, and then I'll meet you back. I'm going to take out some of the oil, and then we'll start sauteing up the vegetables. Back. And you see I took out most of the oil. I even took out some of the residue. It was just too much. I don't want to get a stomach ache here, but that's the flavor. So I have it on a medium heat, and I'm going to add my onions. I think I need more onions, to be honest. I might need to slice up a few more. I'm going to wait on the pepper and the garlic. A little butter. Because I don't want to put any more oil in this dish. But, yeah, I don't want to add any more oil. It has enough oil. Okay, I'm adding some more onion. Remember, that chop is the star of the show, but that onion, ooh, it's going to give some flavor. And you're going to be like, wow. Let me let that cook a bit. And you see how they're caramelizing? See that brown color? That's what you want. Remember, I have leeks also. Add a few more pieces of leek. Because I like to eat it with my sweet potato. I like to eat the onions. Yeah. So now if you're going to make homemade gravy, once these caramelize, you want to add your flour. And then you mix it and you make like a roux. And then you add your cream and some water. Oh, use chicken broth is good too. Or vegetable broth. Or you can just add water. Either or. Whatever you prefer. I mean, if you're building flavors, it would be good to use the vegetable broth or that chicken broth to build your flavor. Because water has no flavor. And I'm stirring these because I don't want anything to brown. I want them just to caramelize. I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic and my pepper. And I didn't want that, see that garlic will start the whole pot burning. That's why I didn't add that garlic. And I want to eat the peppers almost raw. So they're really healthy for you. Okay. We'll let that cook down a bit. We'll add another slice of butter. And I'm adding very thin slices, nothing large. And I believe this is a southern dish. Yeah, smothered pork chops. I think that's a southern dish. And if you want to fry your onion, well, go right ahead. You know, there's different techniques. You can fry them in some oil. People like that. So I can't eat up too much oil. So we already fried the chop. So that's why I took out most of the oil. But if oil doesn't bother you, leave that oil in there and then saute your onions and peppers and stuff in it. It's so much flavorful. And you see I'm adding some butter just to caramelize them. Because if not, it's going to just dry up and burn and stick to the pan. Now at this point, I'm going to add my chops. I think this is enough caramelization. I really like my vegetables raw. I'm going to add the gravy. I'm going to save some gravy. And I wish I had chicken stock. I really wish I had chicken stock, but unfortunately I don't. Oh, that looks delicious. Oh my gosh. Can you see that? Woo, woo, woo. Let's get some water. Add a little bit of water. Like I said, if you have stock, it's best to use that. And I want to say, I want me get a tall can I don't know why I didn't get 2, because, you know, you need a lot of gravy. Yeah. I'm going to turn my heat up, bring that to a boil. Then we'll add the chops. And I have the chops on paper towels to absorb that grease. Let me show you. See all that grease on the paper towel? It's absorbing it, yeah. And I have some underneath. And you could add some black pepper. Oh, we have those peppercorns. That's right. Got those. The rest of that seasoning. It's just a drop left, but we'll go ahead and add that in there. You can put salt, you know, whatever you want. And then we're going to add the chops. Let's turn this down and put it to medium heat. Try to get them down into the sauce. I'm just flipping them over to get the sauce incorporated on all sides of the pork chops. This looks delicious. And then we're going to cook them on a low simmer with the top on. Oh my God, it looks delicious. Yeah. So I saved some of the gravy just to add at the end because you want that rich and creaminess. And we're going to move over. We're going to start cooking the okra. Okay. Put it on a medium heat. A drop of olive oil. A tablespoon of butter. Make sure that oil is all around the pot. Don't have any dry spots. And then we're going to pop that garlic in there. Remember we diced that garlic up? You can put a piece of leek if you want, just for flavor. Why not? I'm going to check on my chops. They seem to be doing good. Wish I had a whole thing of gravy, but I don't. I better turn this up because it's going in slow motion. We're not going to brown these, we're just searing them just a bit. Excuse me. Let's check our sweet potatoes. I don't want them too mushy. They're almost done. And just a little bit more on those sweet potatoes and I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to pop the okra in. We'll add some water. About, about a quarter of a cup. And I'm going to turn my fire down. I never cook my okra like this. I always cook my okra in the sauce of the meat, you know, like fish stock or boiled chicken, something like that. This is my first time cooking it by itself. So you want to give it some flavor. That's why I put that garlic and that one piece of onion in there. And you can put some pepper too. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn the sweet potatoes off. Pull those out and have another bowl. Yes. And that's the sweet potato. See? And I'm just going to let it cool and then peel it, and we'll put some butter and mash that up. A lot of people overcook their okra. I don't like mine overcooked. I'm going to add some more butter to that. I'm going to slide over here to our pork chops. I'm going to kind of just move them, you know, give them a move. Excuse me, you don't want the bottom to burn. The bottom will burn. That's why I'm rubbing it. I can feel the stuff getting stuck up in there. And this looks so delicious. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more water. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my throat. Yeah, a little bit more water with my cup. And the rest of that gravy. And you can add some flour at this point. I'm going to put a little water in there. And you paid for it, right? So get everything out of there. And this is recycle. I hope everybody recycles. Okay, I'm going to turn that up on medium high. Because these are about to come off. Yeah, they're done. Let's check our okra. Okra needs a little bit more. I'm going to turn the camera off and we'll set up the sweet potatoes. Okay. All right. Just going to peel the skin off. I think you could even mash it with the skin, right? I'm not sure. And like I said earlier, normally people use regular potato. I think that okra's cooked. And sweet potatoes have some type of stem on the end, so you want to remove that. This is so hot. I need to use my tongs. And we're going to peel the other one. And see how easy it was because I let it cool. Don't attempt this as soon as you pull it out. Let it cool because it releases by itself. Something in the cooling process pretty much peels the skin off by itself. It smells like Thanksgiving in here. Okay, let's move all of that. I didn't get a fork. I have a lot of dishes to do. I'm not happy. My fork. Okay. All right. And of course, we're going to incorporate some butter. You don't have to whip it up. You know, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to leave it just like this. Let that butter get in it. Okay. I'm going to put that in a serving dish. And if you want to whip those up and add some cinnamon or, you know, whatever you like. Let me check on my pork chops. And those look done. I turned them off. And then we're going to put these in here. These are rich in fiber, so this is a great alternative than the potato. I'm starting to have some pain, so I don't want to waste strength by mashing it. So this is just fine for me. Just fine. I'm going to put a few more slices of butter on top. You can put salt and pepper to your taste, or cinnamon, or nutmeg, or cloves, whatever you like. I'm going to leave it just like that. In fact, I'll add some black pepper, because I do like black pepper on mine. So we'll add a little black pepper. Yeah, not too much. Remember, we got a lot of pepper in those pork chops. So there you have it. Okay, so, oops, sorry. And let me show you the pork chops. Because they're done. They look delicious. Oh my God. I'm glad I added extra onions. And then the okra on the side. The okra's done. Like I said, I don't like to cook mine too much. Okay, so I'll plate this up and we'll be right back. Okay. So I have my sweet potatoes here, my pork chops, the okra, and then that's my meal. Let me give you a better shot. I can't wait to eat. That's my plate. And I got a large serving of that sweet potato and the okra. Yes. Always have a small piece of meat. In fact, I picked a medium chop. I should have got a smaller one. But always have more veggies on your plate than you do meat. And there's the okra. I had more okra. I could have cooked more, but that's the sweet potato. Looks delicious. And then there's the pork chops. And I have plenty of gravy. And the onions, just delicious. Such a delicious meal. It was so simple and easy, you know, and it's not expensive at all. Not expensive at all. Um, some thrifted finds that we thrifted, and you know, they just look so beautiful, and they cheer you up. So decorate with the things that you love, and don't just thrift things and stuff them in a drawer. We tend to do that all the time. You know, I made those display boxes. If you're new to my channel, you can go back and watch the tutorial on real flowers. Diorama boxes. They came out so gorgeous. I think I made two or three. Two, yeah, two. I think my friend took the other one because I don't see it. I think she took it. It was so long ago. And this beautiful fake orchid plant that I thrifted. Mm. Okay, bon appetit. And I hope you make this meal. And don't forget, don't use the potato. Use that. Even if you want more potato taste, use a yuca. You know, yuca is even more high in nutrients and fiber and iron and potassium than a plain potato. I'm not saying don't use potatoes, but don't eat a lot of them. Okay, God bless. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.